What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the video. If you're new here, my name's Ben Richardson. I am the best looking chemical engineer with a crooked nose on the face of the entire planet. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about gynecomastia, and I'm going to give you 5 tips to get rid of man boobs. Now, if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe and turn those notification bells on, because my entire channel is dedicated to teaching men how to master their health, increase their testosterone levels naturally, and live better and healthier lives in general. So go ahead and subscribe. Now, before we begin, I just want to say that you should stick around for the entire video, because when you implement all 5 of these tips at the same time, you're going to get the best and fastest results. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into it. So tip number 1 to help you naturally treat gynecomastia and get rid of those man boobs is to practice intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is an awesome strategy that you can use to reduce your body fat percentage, because when your body enters into a fasted state, fat mobilization becomes a lot easier, and it really and truly does making eating in a calorie deficit a lot easier. So what I generally recommend is for you to skip breakfast in the morning and then just eat lunch and dinner like you normally do. Get a good mix of fats, carbs, and proteins in both your meals. Don't go cutting out any macronutrient groups or anything. You still need a good balance of all 3. When you're in a fasted state, you can drink 0-calorie beverages like black coffee, sparkling water or mineral water, diet sodas, 0-calorie energy drinks. All of those are fair game. Plus, when your body's in a fasted state and you consume some kind of caffeine, that's really going to give you an energy boost, and that's definitely going to enhance your cognitive function as well. So go ahead and try intermittent fasting. Now, tip number 2 is to walk 10,000 steps a day. So I consider walking to be the ultimate form of cardio, because it's low stress and you can burn a few hundred extra calories per day by getting 10,000 steps in. Walking is also great, especially if you do it outside. If you do it outside, you're going to get the best results because you're going to get some vitamin D exposure, and vitamin D is a very important testosterone precursor, and it's a very important intermediate in the whole feedback loop that goes into testosterone production. So walk outside, get 10,000 steps a day. And walking in general, it's going to be great for your body, because we live in a society where we work jobs where we sit down a lot, we're indoors a lot, and we're just always sitting down, and that tightens up our hip flexors. So getting up and walking for about 10,000 steps per day, that's going to be a solid hour to an hour and a half of walking. That's going to do wonders for your health, and that's going to stretch out your hip flexors nice and good. All right, so tip number 3 is to lower your overall body fat percentage. Now, what you need to know about lowering your body fat percentage is that you have to eat in a calorie deficit to do this. And this kind of goes hand in hand with steps number 1 and 2, but like I said, when you implement all of these together, you're gonna get the best and quickest results. So what I recommend is that you download the MyFitnessPal app, and I want you to track your calories. I want you to track everything that you put into your mouth for at least a few weeks. Learning how many calories are in the foods that you like to eat regularly, that is a very important thing for you to know, how to not just lose body fat, but keep body fat off. So you need to get an idea of how many calories are in the foods that you like to eat. I generally recommend a calorie deficit of anywhere between 1,800 to 2,300 calories per day. That's not such an aggressive calorie deficit that you're gonna get hungry and your body's gonna enter a super stressed out state, but it's still enough food to sustain healthy bodily functions and good hormone levels. It's not gonna affect your testosterone levels as heavily, so 1,800 to 2,300 calories is a pretty good calorie intake. I recommend a macronutrient split of 30% carbs, 45% proteins, and 25% fat. And you can set all of this up in the MyFitnessPal app. It's a free app. It's super easy to use. You can even take before and after pictures as you go on and track your progress. So lose body fat to get rid of those man boobs. All right, so tip number 4 is to lift weights 3 times per week. Now, when you lift weights, you specifically want to emphasize upper body lifts because men have the most potential to build muscle in their upper bodies. So I recommend that you focus on big upper body lifts like incline bench press movements, chin-ups or pull-ups, weighted chin-ups or weighted pull-ups if you can do them. If you can't do those, you can do the assisted ones. You can always do the lat pull-down machine, but you want the emphasis to be on your upper back. And then number 3 is you want to do some kind of shoulder press movement. Military press is good. Seated dumbbell shoulder press is another good one. So make sure that you emphasize really big lifts on those 3 movements, and that's going to help you build a lot of solid muscle mass in your upper body. Now, if you haven't checked out my video on reverse pyramid training, you definitely want to check that out because that's going to give you a very solid technique to improve both muscle mass in your upper body and progress in strength. So check out that video on reverse pyramid training when you're finished watching this. So focus on lifting weights. Again, do it 3 days per week. I recommend on non-consecutive days, give yourself 1 day to recover between your weightlifting sessions. Recovery is a very important part of the equation to building muscle and getting stronger. So take that time to recovery 3 times per week and emphasize your upper body movements. And tip number 5 is to take some kind of good quality, all-natural testosterone boosting supplements. Now, gynecomastia is usually a result of an imbalanced ratio of estrogen to testosterone. Or it might be testosterone to estrogen, I'm not sure. Whatever it is, but it's a thrown off balance. And as a dude, you want your testosterone levels to be high and your estrogen levels to be lower. Now, losing body fat and building muscle, that's gonna carry you a very long way in restoring the hormonal balance in your body. So just doing those things alone is going to do wonders for your body, your health, your hormones, your testosterone. So definitely do those. But taking some good quality, all natural testosterone boosting supplements, that can kind of give you a little bit of an edge on speeding up progress a little bit faster. And I made an entire video on the 5 best all natural testosterone boosting supplements. So you definitely want to make sure you check that video out. Definitely implement some of those supplements into your routine. Not only are those supplements very effective, they've been proven in human research to be quite effective, they're also very cheap and they're 100% natural. So definitely check that video out and take advantage of those supplements. Supplements are for sure a great way to optimize your progress and get rid of those man boobs as fast as you can. So again, take advantage of it. Those are my 5 tips, guys. I hope these were helpful. Again, implement all 5 of these at the same time for the best and fastest results. Now, if you have any questions or you need further assistance and guidance, let me know in the comments below and I'll get back to you. I definitely want to help you out with this issue if you're having it. I'm here to provide guidance and I'm always more than happy to help you guys live better, healthier lives. So leave a comment below if you're not understanding something properly or you just have questions in general. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And again, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe if you're interested in mastering your health and increasing your testosterone levels naturally. Turn those notification bells on so you can stay tuned for my latest content because I do post every single week. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.